Alright, now we're ready to thread a sewing machine. You have two sources of thread. You have the top thread that's on a spool, and you have a bobbin with the same color thread on it. This bobbin already has thread on it. I'm not going to show you how to fill a bobbin at this point in time, but just know that you should never throw these away. Okay, so this top spindle is where you put your top spool of thread. Use the middle hole, put it on there, and replace the thread guard. This holds the spool in place so that it doesn't come off during your sewing. Give yourself a little bit of length. The nice thing about the machines is it's marked on here with arrows how you thread it. You go under the first thread guide and over the second thread guide. So you go under and over. And again, you just follow the arrows. The machine has a tension in it, which is kind of like a drag on a fishing pole, and you need to make sure it's through the machine's tension. Follow this arrow, go up to the next arrow, and you go on the right-hand side of the take-up lever, over to the left and forward. It's like a shepherd's hook, and you hook that around there. You can't crisscross it, otherwise it'll jam the machine. Then you go back down through this crease, and it just sits on top of this metal piece here. And there is one more thread guide that's right at the top of the needle, and all you have to do with that thread guide is go straight back, hook it on the hook, bring it straight forward, and then it's hooked into the last thread guide. Now you're ready to thread the sewing machine. You always thread from front to back. It's a good idea to have a snip scissors or a shears handy to get a nice clean cut. It's always helpful to have your needle in the highest position and to put your presser foot down. And then you just thread the needle from front to back. Okay, when you finish threading the machine from front to back, just lift your presser foot and slide your thread to the back of the machine. That is how you thread your top thread. The next thing we're going to do is add in the bobbin. The bobbin has a built-in bobbin case. You remove the plastic cover of the bobbin case. The bobbin has two sides to it, obviously, but you always put it in with the Husqvarna symbol facing up. The little H or the symbol there should face up. You just drop it down into the bobbin case. Can you zoom? Now you also have to put it into the tension in the bobbin case, and there's a little spot right here that's a metal groove, and you need to get it in behind the groove, and then you hold the bobbin. If you don't hold the bobbin, it'll just keep spinning. So you need to hold the bobbin in place, pull the thread to the left so that it clicks into the tension of the bobbin. Once it's over into that spot, you know you have your bobbin thread into the tension of the bobbin. The last step now is to pull the bobbin thread up through. There's a little groove here where the needle goes down into the machine. You need to have your bobbin thread pulled up, and to do this you hold on to the top thread with your left hand. You turn your hand wheel, send the needle down into the machine, and there's a shuttle that sends the thread through, and the shuttle goes around, grabs that bobbin thread, and then if you tug on that top thread, you've made a loop, and you simply pull up your bobbin thread. Now your machine is completely threaded and ready to go. Okay, you got to make sure that you have it in the tension in the bottom, have it completely through everything at the top, make sure your take-up lever's in the highest position, replace your bobbin cover, make sure that your threads are behind you, and now you're ready to sew.